Five Finger Death Punch. Sultan, I know you're coming from Hungary, and you, in your youth, you went to Germany and watched shows there. Is that right? You have a
It
history?
is correct. You know,
Yeah.
you guys are Europeans, so know that we have a culture of on highways you can, not hijack, what is the word? Hitchhike. Not the same. Okay, so hitchhike, and I would hitchhike around Europe to see like all kind of heavy metal bands that wouldn't come to Hungary, and one of the first one was Pantera. That that's kind of changed my life. I'm like, this is it. This is what I wanna do, definitely.
Are you still festival fans yourself? I mean, do you go to festivals, or is it just enough playing them these days?
We are so busy, and thank God we actually playing them. So it's pleasure and we're kind of connected in a way that we can we headline this and I can see the band in the same time. So
That's right.
So that's why we did it. The sole purpose of making it in the music industry. So I don't have to go to festivals. We actually there for free.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
We're not really live music kind of people. Just kidding.
We don't really like to go.
No, just kidding. We hang out when we can.
Yeah.
When we can. But a lot of times we got to go. We got to leave and be somewhere else. So, and our friends are playing at a lot of these festivals. So it's kind of more about, reuniting with bands that we haven't seen for a while and saying hello and stuff like that.
And you met quite a few interesting ones also, I mean, which you played along with, like Iron Maiden, for example, and people like that. So is that, I mean, are you getting starstruck still?
I do a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have to calm myself down, you know? I think there's a memory of being younger.
Yeah.
And it's hard to squash that memory, and that feeling sort of pops up like, oh my God. But then that's the guaranteed way to shoo them away, though. So you have to suppress it.
You have to
and
be cool. You have to
there's
stay
nothing
cool.
less appealing than going up going, Bruce!
That makes sense.
But I think it's interesting. You also used to play with Hilary Duff and
Oh,
with
boy.
Alice Cooper. But that's such a wide range of styles you're dealing with.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think of something really witty to say, but I don't have much. Although I took that job because I really wanted to go out and play, and that was really what that was about. And you know what? I stick behind the decision. I had a good time doing it. I learned a lot about the music business and how to be professional, which really helped. When we landed here, I had all that experience from touring, and that was helpful.
That was good.
Yeah.
Sultan, I know that I think your very first guitar, it was kind of self-built. Can you describe a little bit what it was like?
Yes, I mean, in my country to get a guitar, at the time it was a, communist socialist country, and so for me to get a guitar was kind of impossible. But, I in my head, I was already a guitarist, so I was probably the best air guitarist in the world at the time. And my first guitar, I had a broken second-hand guitar. The neck was savable, the rest was complete garbage. And my parents had this coffee table that fell victim to making a guitar. So I literally, I cut the body and I drilled and I made a guitar. It was completely unplayable, but it looked the part. It was like a heavy metal shape, and and that's how I started to play guitar.
Yeah.
Took me a couple of years before I actually got a real guitar that I could actually play, but yeah, that was my first.
You still guys are located in Vegas and Colorado, or what? Yeah, still the same.
Yeah, Vegas. I mean, the band kind of came together in Los Angeles. And I guess when things started to roll, we realized that we're never really going to be home. And so we decided, well, one by one, each guy sort of migrated out to Vegas, because at the time, all these houses were for sale and a much better deal in Los Angeles. So I think maybe I was the last one to move. Ivan was there for a little while, but then he went back to Denver, where he's
And got a goat, as far as I heard.
He does.
yeah.
Yeah, he has a goat. Yeah.
I was like, what has he got? A gold? A goat?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I don't have anything funny to say about that either.
Ivan is a he lived in Colorado. Colorado is much higher altitude. It's much colder. It's kind of like here, and that's what he likes. We all palm trees and pools, so we like Vegas. But Ivan was like, man, it's too hot here, and he went back up in the mountains.
You have never met his goat.
No. We're still waiting
No,
for the
it's a,
introduction.
it's a,
Please introduce your goat. to us.
Urban legend, yeah.
What kind of tattoo is it you're having behind your left ear? It's 702.
Germany, but it's kind of back. No, I'm just kidding. It says driven. Yeah.
And behind your left
I
ear?
forget about this one because I never see it. That's the area code for Las Vegas, 702. So it's a little inside joke. Jeremy and I got the same tattoo when we moved to Vegas.
But when you move more, you have way more tattoos, all with the postcode.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, I got left some space for when I relocate. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we all know where the name comes from, of course. But I mean, are you guys still into movies? What have you seen lately? What do you like?
Movies, I mean, yeah, you know, there are good ones, there are bad ones. I'm not gonna say which ones, but you know, again, we are on the road all the time. So generally we end up, you know, watching everything on DVD or when it's already on cable, and you know, we don't have much time to go to actual movie theaters. But you know, of course, I mean, it's part of culture. When you watch movies, you know.
Right. I mean, because of the the Kill Bill reference and stuff, I thought you're big movie buffs, you guys.
Well, like Zoe said, you know, we're very busy now. It's rare that we have a 2-hour chunks of time to sit and study the TV. But I still watch a lot of movies just because I love the art form. We just saw the Conjuring 2, which was scary. I was yelling in the theater. My girlfriend was like, "Please don't yell." And I was like, "I'm sorry, it's scary."
I thought being in a band like yours would be much more, all leisure, all time, hanging out, having fun, enjoying life. But you guys are busy.
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky. Popularity equals demand, and there's only 5 of us to service all the requests for things. So we're busy. But it's a good thing.
Right now on stage, actually.
Yes. Yeah. See you live. Thank you. With Full Force 2016 Rock Palast. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.